What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you tune into the channel. Got my guys in here. I got Clayton in here. Got my man Tunk in here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I got another good show lined up. So, did y'all get a chance yesterday to check out the Browns game yesterday?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did. I saw the highlights of it. What's your take on? What's your take on?
Yeah, Clayton. Yeah.
Oh, I thought, I mean, the Browns, who was they playing again yesterday? Who was they playing? I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember.
I forgot already, too.
I forgot when it was.
The Raiders were playing Arizona. The Raiders were playing Arizona.
No, it was, man, who was the Cleveland Browns playing yesterday?
They wound up winning, though.
Yeah, they beat them handily. Yeah. But I'm gonna say this. I mean, Joe did what he did. A few series they went down, scored. But Dylan, I'm gonna say that 2-minute offense they ran right before halftime with Dylan.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta give him credit. He looked really good. He looked really good. Yeah, he looked really good with that. And also, but here again, at that point in the game, I don't know who he's going up against. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But they ran that 2-minute offense to a T. He had like a minute and something on the clock, 86-yard drive, man.
They say he's more in, because he come out of Oregon. So, that Oregon was 3-step drop, boom, ball gone. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Fast pace, things like that. So they say it's more like, his comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's more like his comfort zone, quick read, ball out. You know what I mean? Quick read, ball out. So.
And he threw 2 darts at the end of that drive, one to set up the score and the touchdown pass. I mean, I'm gonna give Shador a lot of credit. He took accountability for the 5 sacks he suffered. He was saying, he had 5 sacks. Yeah. Yeah, he didn't look good at all, but he running for his life. He out there with guys.
Yeah, that's not going to be blocking for him.
It's not necessarily going to be on the team. And yeah.
Well, let me ask y'all this though. Do y'all think, because this not just the NFL thing for him, right? Like sometimes do y'all think he hold on to that ball a little too long?
Yes,
he was doing that in college. Yep.
And then he not elusive like some quarterbacks like a Lamar, whereas though. Some of those linemen just as fast as him.
Yes,
he don't have that speed. He don't have that breakaway speed where he,
I saw one he took, and then he hold the football like a loaf of bread too. And I saw one he took, but it was all highlights. It was all highlights. So when the guy got to him, I'm like, man, don't drop it. You know what I mean? I was just saying, like, man, don't drop the ball. Because the way he was holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike, you're right though. A lot of them linebackers and defensive linemen, faster than him, just as fast.
They be motoring. I was like, them big dudes be rolling, and then you got a dude that's like 300 plus pounds, some of them almost 4, and when they fall on you, man, they ain't even gotta hit you hard. They just fall on you.
That's what I was saying, man. That's how you got to get the ball away, so you just don't take that kind of punishment. I'm not even talking. You know what I'm saying? Just like you ain't just getting hit or fell on. You know what I'm saying? That. Because enough of that. You get 5, 6, 7 of them a game. You know what I'm saying? Forget the sacks. You just get those. And you know what I mean? In the 5th, 6th, 7th week, them things start adding up. Start taking the toll. Yeah, man.
I remember Tony Saragusa. Remember Tony Saragusa? He just purposely fall on you.
Sure was. Sure.
Like, that's crazy.
He was pressing yesterday too. Shador was pressing. It's almost like that competition was in his head a little bit too.
I'm about to ask you that, Clayton. Why you think?
Because of the competition?
He was still ranked low on the depth chart and things like that.
He was pressing, trying to make something out of nothing. I think that's some of the sacks too. Instead of just throwing the ball away, So he rolled out one time and tried to throw one on the run, overshot the guy a little bit. So he was definitely pressing.
Yeah.
But
now would you think, or would you say that Cleveland is intentionally trying to sabotage him? Would you say that? Would you go?
I can't say that. I can't say that, but I know people in the media are saying that right now. The guy on CBS Sports, black guy, he said it. Shannon and Ocho said it, and You know, I don't, you know, I don't know. I just don't understand that. Because he was a 5th round draft pick, you know, and everybody's forgetting that. I know his name is Shedeur Sanders. I get that. But the bottom line is, if this is where the coach has you on the depth chart, this is the time in which you're going to enter the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And these are going to be the guys that you're playing with.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know, so,
Yeah.
I don't know. The bigger question is, did you guys hear Eric Dickerson? He came out and he spoke to your point, Tunk, last week, what you were saying about the collusion. He said that somebody told him from NFL circles that they were told, teams were told not to draft him.
Dang. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's coming from Eric Dickerson.
Now, why do you think? Why you think Clayton and Mike? Why you think it's getting leaked now, though? Why you think it's getting leaked now? You know what I'm saying? As opposed to when it. You know what I mean? What was going on? You know, everybody looked at, man, there's something kind of fishy going on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I said, I didn't think he was a 1st rounder, but I thought he was like going to be like in the 3rd round or something like that. He definitely ain't no 5th rounder. You know what I'm saying? He definitely ain't no 5th rounder, but you know, yeah, man. And see, true or not, you know, once you get a label, man, it's just hard to shake. It's just hard to shake, man, whether it's true or not. Now, I tend to believe he didn't show up to no interviews, no entourage, right? I don't think he would be that
arrogant.
You know what I'm saying? Lack of a better term. I don't think he would be that foolish. You know what I'm saying? For somebody to say he showed up with an entourage, it's easy to believe. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He showed up with an entourage. It's easily believable. So he's like, man.
Just because everything that comes with his name.
Right.
Yeah. You could easily sell that narrative. Yeah.
Hyperhead in school and things like that with the Rolex wrist and all that stuff, right? And you know, so it's easy to believe that he would have done something like that. So
let me ask y'all this though. Like how much stock do you put into the statement that Eric Dickerson made? Not to say that he's lying, right?
Somebody lied to him.
Yeah, I mean, like, all right, so he's saying that somebody told him that there's conspiracy and not to draft him. Like, can you put a name on it or something? You know what I mean? Like somebody, I know people like you want to protect your sources though, but like, you know what I mean? Those kind of statements can really just be fabricated or made up, really. Not to say that he lying, but people not going to really pay no attention.
What I give it credit because number one, where he got drafted and who drafted him. See, because I look at where he got drafted 5th round. That's only a couple rounds, you know what I mean, before you're not getting drafted at all. You know what I'm saying? And they talk about everybody that passed on him. Cleveland passed on him 4 times too.
Right.
You know, they like, you know what I mean? It wasn't Cleveland's first pick.
Right.
And Cleveland went outside the box, colored outside the lines, if you will, with that Deshaun Watson contract.
Yeah.
That's another quarterback position. They went above and beyond with that because the highest offer that Deshaun had, he was on his way. He was on his way to Atlanta. On his way to Atlanta, and it wasn't even a $200 million deal. It was like 190 something. And then the deal came down with Cleveland. And he told the pilot, turn this motherfucker around. You know what I'm saying?
And he had control over the trade too. Because he had no trade clause. So he approved the Cleveland trade. Because of more money.
So being that it's Cleveland at the helm of both of these deals, both of these signings, if you will, I tend to believe it may have been like, don't draft Shedeur, and Cleveland like, nah, we're going to do what we want. Because if y'all remember, a lot of owners was mad at that owner in Cleveland for signing Deshaun to that contract because they figured it was going to take the market up. You know, the market was going to explode after that.
Right.
And it has. Because every quarterback now say, look what Deshaun got. I'm better than him. You know what I'm saying? Look what Deshaun got. I'm better than him. So the owners was mad about that.
Yeah, I still find it hard to believe, though. Just this whole narrative, I don't understand the conspiracy not to draft him just because of whatever they saying, his father, I don't get that, because when you good, you good. That's a small thing to me. I don't see why you need this giant conspiracy about not drafting him behind some attitude or some arrogance you think he might have, or something about his fault. That don't make sense to me at all.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. But look at it through this lens, though, right? Dion was, putting a lot of stuff out there where, he wasn't going to allow him to play, and with teams he wasn't even going to talk to and things like that.
And Cleveland was one of them.
Right. Yeah. And I think those billionaire owners, they wanted to make a point to show everybody, Dion in particular, that we run this league.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell us what you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? What's that saying? Big bank take little bank. You know what I'm saying? We're going to show you. And I would think, and Clayton, you're absolutely right. But how many examples we got of team ownership, team owners, they would rather fail than to give in to a player. Jerry Jones doing it now. They rather fail than, you know what I'm saying, than to give in or make it seem like you won or one up them. They would rather fail. So yeah, man, I believe it. And we looking at things logically. Like, man, the boy good, he can help your team. You draft him, man, let him come in there and help. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you can always put a spin on all of that. Once you draft them, you can always put a spin on things. If you're trying to show people that we run the league, you got PR department, you got things you can do and say to still try to paint that picture. Mm-hmm. Just not drafting a kid. I mean, to go to this extent, to send out a memo all across the league, don't draft them. But I hear your point. I hear your point. You want to set a precedent. That's cool, but that seems like an awful lot.
Well, look, man, I got my conspiracy theories way high this morning, right? So check it out. Mm-hmm. What if the owners said whoever drafted him, don't allow him or draft him and then cut him? You understand what I'm saying? Draft him, use a late round pick, draft him, then cut him. You understand? Yeah. Crazy, man. It's crazy, man. Stranger things can happen. You know what I'm saying?
Things. But with all the fanfare that he gets in the eyes he's bringing, because the NFL is the number one sport, but he's still bringing something to it. Right. He's got an audience, from his stardom that's going to be added to it. I watched a little clip of him go over to these kids. These kids was mobbing him. Yeah, man. You see that clip?
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, so so even with that being said, he's going to bring so much. I still believe this is just a narrative. This is just part of building a storyline. I really do. I just can't see that, because I think they're building a storyline through this kid.
Yeah. Well, let me say this, right? Because like we say that the Shador is bringing something. But the league is going, the NFL, that's what, like, the most popular sports league right now. You know what I mean? So, so Shador, like the league is going to be the league, what I'm trying to say, no matter if Shador play or not. And I think so. If you are an owner and you wanted to send a message, you could send a message to Shador and his father and not even blink, right? You know what I mean? It's not going to affect the league at all.
Right. Yeah, and that's a point. It ain't going to affect them like that, but it can affect them. I'm going to tell you how it can affect them. If you look right now in the media, and see, you got to remember the NFL has ties to the media. They control a lot of the narratives. So when you saying stuff in the media, they kind of allowing it. So with that being said, you look right now in the media, they're saying Kevin Stefanski and the Browns sabotaging Shador. Mm. What do you think the narrative will be if they cut Shador?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's a black eye.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? That's a lot. You're going to hear it every week.
Clayton, you can justify if they do cut him. I'm not saying that's going to happen. But if they do cut him, it's going to go back to, well, he was a 5th round pick. You know what I'm saying? You're like, well, I don't know the first round. You know,
but his fans and black folks in the media, regardless of what they say, that energy is coming.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
go ahead, Mike. Go ahead.
Well, and that's what I was saying. And so we talking about we talking about people who know this, right? So why even draft Shador when you know once you get him in that locker room, it's gonna be hell to get him out of there without a big scandal. You know what I mean?
That's my point. That's my point.
He's showing well. You know what I mean? Especially he's showing well. You know what I'm saying? But that backlash from the fans and you know what I mean, the media.
The media. Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it would just be a speed bump though in the whole in that NFL machine. It would just be a speed bump. Now, how long would it last? A whole season? 2 seasons? You know what I'm saying? It would just be a story for maybe like a month, and then you know what I mean? Who the Ravens got? Who Kansas City? Did y'all see this game? Who the Steelers playing this week? Yeah. Did you see that throw by Patrick Mahomes? You know what I'm saying? It'll go. You know what I mean?
So then we ask this question: even though you say it won't last long, but is it worth it? Just to send a message? I mean,
well. This the thing.
I don't know. Why do the NFL have to send a message?
To embarrass.
Why?
To put
you just said it. Y'all just said they the biggest sport. The NFL gonna be who they are.
Number one, we dealing with people, right? People have feelings and stuff like that. And as a player, Deion Sanders may have rubbed some. Like if you were a scout. And now you are an executive. When Deion was playing, you might want to send a message to Deion, not necessarily an owner, but it could be some GMs now that was just scouts back in the day who have, Deion may have rubbed them the wrong way or something like that. So you never know where that could be coming from.
But Deion Sanders is beloved in NFL circles. Jerry Jones love him. All the media outlets love him. Teams love him. He's beloved.
That's by us fans and majority the media owners. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Now you know how bad you know how bad the Giants need a quarterback, right? I think even if they ain't get my man from Miami, right? He wasn't coming out or whatever. No, they ain't even get him. Tennessee got him. But my point is, the Giants wouldn't have drafted Shador no matter what. Because when Deion came out, you know, that's the Wellington Mara family. The Mara family own them. When Deion came out, they wanted Deion to come in, whatever. Said, man, where you picking? I'm picking 10. Man, I'll be gone by
I ain't gonna be here. I remember that.
So them owners got long memories. You know what I'm saying? And them owners, you know, that's like a family-run organization, like the Steelers with the Rooneys and stuff, right? And they got long memories, man. And they like, no, we're not taking no Shador Sanders, no matter what. And I think that Jerry Jones love him for sure, but I don't think
and he's loved here in Baltimore. He's loved in DC. The Commanders took him. The Ravens signed him. You know, he's got relationships all around the league. He might left a sour taste in the Giant on him out.
But I'm not doubting that. I'm not doubting that.
But Deion is beloved, man.
I think when it comes down to the bottom line, I can't speak for Atlanta's another spot that love him. Atlanta's
beloved.
I can't say, you know what I mean, the Seattle Seahawks owner love Deion or the New Orleans Saints owner love
I can't say that.
I can't go. I can't go far with it. But no, you make interesting point though. You make
beloved, man. I'm telling you.
So I think it's more us that love Deion than the ones that own them teams, though. I think it's more so us.
Well, you know how they feel. Ownership, billionaires, they don't like an African-American man believing in himself and being that confident. Some will call it arrogance, but being that confident, that does ruffle feathers.
Right. Okay. And you know what comes from. Stay in your place type thing. You know what I mean? Stay in your place, be seen and not heard type thing.
Let's say this, though. But when you're a billionaire, right? You know, to me, it's hard to become a billionaire having personal feelings and not having thick skin and allowing your emotions to be involved in stuff. businessmen they're not that emotional. It's by any means necessary. So to even be holding a grudge because a guy said, I'm not going to be there by the time y'all draft, or looking at this guy like he's arrogant, I just don't think billionaires feel like that. Like that's why it's a small, huh?
Let me push back on that.
But that's why it's a small percentage of them.
Yeah.
They don't move through life like a lot of people. But go ahead.
That's true. They don't move through life like a lot of people. But anytime, whether it's a man or a woman, anytime a man or a woman has leverage, most of the time, when they have leverage, they're in a position to exercise their power, they're going to do that. And so some of the most petty people are people who are like wealthy people, and you hear that, and they have some of those guys. You hear about Donald Trump, like Donald Trump is a person, and Elon Musk. They two people who are very sensitive people. So like if you say something to them that they don't like, they may hold on to it and come back at you later on at another day. Even Michael Jordan, that is that same way. Tom Brady, they say, like that's how they got to be the way they are, because they take certain things that me and you may allow to wash off our back. They take those things personal. They use those for motivation, and then later on, if they have an opportunity for that to manifest and come back, then yeah, they're gonna make you pay for that. Like Michael Jordan, he did everything was a challenge to him. Everything was personal. Mm-hmm. Same thing with Tom Brady.
Yeah, but Mike was making up stuff too. But I understand that. Yeah, I understand that when you're a competitor, right? And I guess you could say billionaires competitive. You're very ego driven when you're competing. I get that.
Right, yeah.
But here again, I don't know that Donald Trump is the type of person I'm speaking of. I think the people I'm speaking of are people that's kind of behind the curtain. They don't even want fame, and they don't even want to be seen. They just are extremely wealthy and making things happen, but they're not enamored with being a celebrity or being known. You know what I'm saying? And with that situation, that's a person that's not being driven by ego that much, because has no desire to be known, So some of these owners around the league, we only know a handful of them. We don't know most of them.
No, we don't.
That's right. That's right. And another thing too, to piggyback on which both make good points. I think they're willing to overlook some things if they really thought, or if they really think that player is the player that can push them over the top. If they don't feel that way about Shador or any other player at the moment, it's some things they won't look past. There's certain things they won't look past.
And I'm gonna say this too: all the owners aren't competitive. You know why? Because some of them have no desire to win. They're part of a collective thing, and all the owners split the revenue. They all get equal share of the pie, and some of them are not even interested in winning.
You know who won up?
Who?
The one in Dallas.
I don't know. Jerry egotistical though. He's real egotistical. He just want to win. He want to win his way, I think.
A guy said that one time, man. And when he said it, I like that make perfect sense. If somebody told Jerry Jones, man, I heard this on Sport Talk Radio. He said, man, somebody told Jerry Jones, man, you'll win the next 3 Super Bowls, but you can't give no press conference. You can't give no press conference for the next 3 years. He turned it down. He was like, nah, that's all.
I'm out on that.
You're right. Like you say, we only know who the owners are for the most part. You know what I mean? We only know who the owners are, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But this guy, he gives a press conference every game, man. Win, lose, or draw. He giving a press conference every game, man.
Yeah, but you're right about them people that's driven, like a Brady or Jordan. They are very, they take everything personal and turn it into motivation. You're right about that. You're absolutely right about that.
That's true.
Yeah. So let me see. And then see this right here. What time says all right, let me see. The Eli Manning family would not have a problem with Archie Manning, grandson, getting into the league and babying him in the league when he fails, right? That just remind me of, remember when Eli Manning was going to the league, Archie Manning said he not going to play for certain teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he used his leverage to get Eli Manning, where was they at? San Diego at first?
Yep.
And get him to the Giants.
The thing is, go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry. Finish your point, Mike. I'm sorry.
No, I was thinking like, so this same situation might come up again for Archie Manning and the Manning family.
Yeah.
If you have certain teams tanking for Arch Manning.
Yeah.
You know, they may not want, like me and Clayton spoke yesterday about Arch Manning may potentially be in line to go to Cleveland. So, and I don't think although they're close with Cleveland, I don't think they want him to go to Cleveland.
And I don't, like I said, I don't think Cleveland is going to have enough losses. I can't see, Cleveland might not make the playoffs, but they're going to have 6-7 wins.
Yeah.
And I can see the Colts and the Jets and teams like that being in the position to draft them.
Right.
I can't see Cleveland being that non-productive.
Right.
You're probably right, but in any circumstance, like if any team come to the forefront that Archie Manning don't want Arch Manning to go to, I think that they might not be able to run that play again that they ran last time.
Even
right.
Team, the Saints, even Archie old team, the Saints. Would he want him to go there? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Right. Would he want him to go play for the Saints? You know what I'm saying? It'll be, the Colts. It's going to be interesting to see because the daughters are running the franchise now. Since Jim Irsay passed away, his daughter's running the franchise. So, you want to see and they've been kind of like in limbo ever since Andrew Luck retired. Ever since Andrew Luck retired, the Colts, man, they've been searching for another quarterback, another signal caller, things like that. The one thing that Archie Manning did that was a little different than Dion, he waited until Eli was drafted. I think it might have played a little different if he was saying that leading up to the draft.
Yeah.
It might have been a little different, but he waited for him to get in the club, you know what I'm saying? Now say, well, yeah, I ain't dancing with them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in the club though, but I ain't dancing with them. You can't be outside, you know what I'm saying, you know what I mean? Oh, when I get in the club, I ain't dancing to that song or whatever. Like, you're not even in yet.
Yeah.
Right.
I just think that's a little different. But no. That Archie Manning, you know what I'm saying, the relationships he had and things like that. And that just goes to show you Archie Manning had been retired for years when Peyton and Eli came. You know what I'm saying? But he still, like Clayton said, he still had them relationships with them owners and things, and he was still respected, you know what I'm saying, as a former player and things like that. So he had some type of, like you say, Mike, some type of leverage. And I don't think he what can you say? I don't want to use the term. I don't think he came in with like a sense of entitlement for Eli. I don't think he came in like Eli's entitled, and somebody could confuse. That's how Dion came with Shador. Like he's entitled to be the #1 pick, and then because he's a #1 pick, he can stay where he's going to go and who he's going to play for.
Well,
speak on that, Clay.
Yeah, but how can we say that Archie didn't come in like that? Just he legitimately said, "My son is not going to play for you."
After he was drafted.
Yeah, but okay. So because of the timing, you think it's a different energy?
Yeah, definitely. Because it's almost saying like, I mean, we could like break it down to like something real simple. Like I just said, say like you being invited, you thinking about inviting me to your house or a cookout or something. And I'm like, oh man, I don't eat that. You know what I mean? I don't eat that. Or, I ain't coming in there, if y'all smoking. Or if I ain't coming in there, y'all drinking. You're like, hold up, something, you ain't even get an invite yet.
Okay.
I think the timing made it, the timing played more into the strategy of it than it did the energy. You know what I mean? Because if you wait like Archie Manning did, you don't play your hand. But Deion Sanders kind of played his hand when he was going around on that circuit, talk shows and everything, said, my son not going to Cleveland. So you play your hand, you know what I mean? That's just like when you playing spades, you come right out with the big joke.
And you know what's great? I don't know how to play cards, man. That's great.
Yeah, me
You don't play spades?
Hey, Clay, I gotta turn my card in. Hey, Clay,
you gotta turn it in, bro. You gotta turn it in, bro. Come on, Chuck.
I gotta turn my black card in.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I gotta turn it in.
Yeah, I still think it's entitlement, though. Instead of gratefulness, being gracious. I mean, a team draft your son, and you like, he ain't playing that.
No, I definitely think that's what it is. I'm just saying the optics of it is just different.
Yeah.
You know I'm just saying the optics of it is just different. You know what I'm saying?
I think Deion kind of played his hand a little too soon. I think it would have been smarter if he had, like you said, wait until his son got drafted and then went ahead and said, "Nah, we're not interested in going to."
Yeah, but could Deion win either way? Either way, even if he would have did it the way Archie did it, because of the color of his skin, who he is, the flamboyancy, his history, he still would have got crucified.
Yeah, well, he'd have took a media hit, but you still would have had leverage as far as you in the league now, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now,
so you think if he didn't say that, he'd have got drafted higher? Yeah, I don't.
You think he still would have been the 5th rounder?
Yeah, I mean, because to me, that's just not enough.
Okay.
To not draft a kid that's got talent.
Okay, all right, fair enough. I think he went high, though. I think he would at least been like 3rd round, man. I think he at least been 3rd round. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fair enough. I see what you're saying.
And I'm going to say this. I understand why the Giants didn't draft him, regardless of what Deion said in the past. That guy, Jackson Dart, they got.
He can play, can he?
Can he?
He can play.
Can he?
Yeah, he can play.
Yes.
He out of Ole Miss, right? Ain't he out of Ole Miss?
Is he?
I think he out of Ole Miss. I ain't 100% certain. Though.
No. Yes. Yeah. I'm sure he's gonna have his struggles, but if he start, which I think he is,
right? I think he is
over Russell.
I think he is.
He's gonna win Rookie of the Year. He's gonna beat out Cam Ward. Yes.
Yeah, Dart is that dude up there already.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
the quarterback, what is Russell is on a short. If Russell so much as throw an interception or look sideways at the wrong, Russell out of there.
Yeah. They still got Jameis Winston up there too. They got Jameis.
Yep, Jameis Winston is the 3rd string. Yep, Jameis Winston. Wow.
Yep. I think Dart. I think Dart is. They want to hurry up and get in. Start to see what he can do.
And you know what? They probably. I don't know if they named the starter yet. They might start the season with Russ, but have a quick hook, like you said, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Might start the season with Russ, but have a quick hook. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I wouldn't be mad about that. And I like Russ, but I wouldn't be mad about that. You know what I'm saying? He's still over there, and he get because that boy Jason Dart, he would be able to learn a lot from Russ. Just the nuances of the game and things like that. So yeah, I wouldn't be mad about that. I wouldn't be mad.
You know they call what's his name? The coach in the Giants, Dable.
Yeah.
Brian Dable. They say he's great with quarterbacks. Okay. That's they was giving them a lot of credit for them doing good and going to playoffs with Daniel Jones and Saquon. They was giving them a lot of credit because I think he was a quarterback coach, coordinator, so he's supposed to be good with quarterbacks too.
You know, he was up in Buffalo before he got the job.
In Buffalo, yeah, with Josh Allen. Right. Hence why they drafted Dart. He's very similar.
Okay. Yeah.
Very similar.
I know that's what they say is strong point in, but they were saying this could be a make or break season for him. I don't know if it's a rookie quarterback. Yeah, I don't know, but they say this could be a make or break season for him. But and maybe he might go the safe route and ride with Russ if it as though his job is on the line. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. But a lot of people were saying Dable was better at coaching quarterbacks than he was as a head coach. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So.
But man, you just said that about Dan. You know, he's the starting quarterback up in Indy. They gave him that job up.
I know they gave it to Daniel Jones.
Daniel Jones. Yep.
Yeah. So, what do y'all think about this? Every black pops who promote their son as the best we get to tell them you can't promote your son that way. But we have a woman who is the mother of a quarterback that plays for Washington, no complaints. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if she's out in front promoting Jaden as much as she is protecting Jaden from them chicks.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think she more so like shielding him from them.
Yeah, she's definitely up there cotton blocking. You know, ain't no the thing is though, she's not doing the LeVar Ball, Deion Sanders type thing.
No, she's not doing that.
She's not doing that front. Yeah. But she is visible though. She is visible, you know what I'm saying? But I haven't seen her in any interviews. Maybe you guys have. I haven't seen her do any interviews and things like that.
No. I mean, I don't have an issue with her looking out for her son's best interest. Especially when you see like Travis Hunter, the Foxworth. What's the kid Foxworth? You know, those players, man, who get the guys and playing basketball. When you have what's the kid that want to eat all the time and
Zion. Yeah.
If they had that kind of mother, then you know, then maybe they wouldn't be in this position that they in. You know, because y'all remember during the draft when the football draft and the dude got drafted and the girl was like she all draped all over him and the mother just pulled her off of him.
Right. She sat on his lap or something like that.
Yeah.
Was that CeeDee Lamb?
I think it was CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, it was something. One of them that she jumped on. But it's another thing. I don't know. Have y'all heard about Jay Daniels getting in trouble like off the field? And I ain't talking about arrest. I'm just talking about like speeding tickets. You know what I mean? Public drunkenness. And y'all heard anything about that?
I haven't heard anything.
I haven't either. So whatever she's doing is working.
Yeah. Real quick, man. I saw Retro say something early in the podcast. I just want to tell her thank you. And I hope she enjoyed the story and say hey to her. Yeah. Thanks a lot, sweetie. Go ahead. I ain't mean to interrupt. I just want to say something.
It's all good. Yeah. I put something up there about Retro.
Because I still see she's on here. And tell her bear with me. It's really raw. So that's all I'm gonna say. All right, y'all go for it.
Retro also says that that mom is out of control.
No, she's in control.
Yeah, man. I mean,
but she gotta let that young man grow a little bit too. Got to.
Go ahead, Tom.
No, I was saying it has to come to a point where you gotta trust what you put in them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You gotta trust what you put in them. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. That part.
Yeah.
I think she do eventually, but I think at first she's putting that in the air that like it's not just about him. Like you know what I mean? Like he got a family and people that's looking out for his best interest. Yeah. Sometimes when people see you as an athlete, and man, you spoke about this, like when recruiters, when you see a kid that can play football, you bypass. If you see a mother there, you bypass the mother, you go straight to the kid.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Whereas though, if they have a father there, and you're, oh man, I dig your son, you know, or your daughter, and they can play, you know, you'll go. So you gotta put it out there that you know people watching you.
Yeah, that was that we was referring to Kellen Winslow Sr. Remember Kellen Winslow Sr. and he said the coach Bob when he was recruiting his son. The coach ain't even talk to him.
Yeah.
Gonna tell Junior, yeah, man, I'll be over the house, you know what I mean, tomorrow for dinner. And Kellen Winslow Sr. like, no, he ain't. I ain't talking to him. He ain't coming here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I can't think. I want to say Newhouse, but I don't know if that was his name. But he was coaching Washington, University of Washington at the time. And even on commitment day, you know how they sit up there and they had the hats and all that, right? And he told his son, you can get up here and say you're going to Washington. He said, man, I don't care where you go. You ain't going to Washington. right? He said Junior was disappointed, whatever. And he told him, he said, man, you can get up here and say you're going to Washington if you want to. He said, I'm gonna say you ain't. He said, now you think I'm joking.
Yeah.
He said, you think I'm joking. Get up here and say you're going to Washington on that national signing day, right? Get up there and say you're going to Washington and see what I do.
Yeah.
He got up there and said he going to the Hurricanes. You know what I'm saying? He get up there and say he going to the Hurricanes. And Senior said he was kind of taken aback. He said because he thought him and the coach had a pretty decent relationship.
But you know what though, Tom? It's coaches are used to operating like that though. You know, they're used to seeing single mothers, and so that's their you know, they see the single mother, and so they go boom directly to the kid.
Because you can charm the mother, you can sweet talk her, and you know, the food is so good and all that. You know, we see through all that stuff, man. You know, the man in the house, man, the men see through all that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah.
So
but I'm just surprised in Kellen Winslow's situation though, because who his father was. And the guy from Washington, I think he also was a coordinator in NFL, stuff like that. So I just find that surprising, you know.
But that's why I say they do that out of habit because they're used to operating like that.
Right.
You right, Clayton. It would seem to me that he would think twice about, whoa, that's Kellen's son.
That's Kellen's son.
Right. Yeah, I'm gonna show the proper
and
respect.
Kellen said he thought they had a good relationship. So obviously they was communicating with each other.
At some point, you know what I'm saying? At some point, you would think that, you know what I'm saying? At some point, but like you say, if they think they can bypass the father, they will.
Yeah. Jerry Jones trying to bypass an agent with Michael.
Right.
I'm glad you said that, right? Now, I don't know this for sure. Maybe you guys do. Is that a violation of the NFLPA? Is that a violation? Because the players, the union hasn't gotten involved in it. To say you know negotiate without the agent.
It's not a violation. Go ahead, Mike.
That would be a violation. Like if the player had an agreement with their agent, agents probably put clauses in there where so I don't care if it's football or basketball or if you're a talent agent or something. Once you sign to an agent, you can't, as their client, you can't go out and solicit business and undercut them, right? But if business come to you, then it's your job to refer them to your agent.
That's right.
You know, so no, Jerry Jones was out of he
wasn't out of line, and players can negotiate on their own behalf, a la Lamar Jackson. So I don't think it's a violation there, no regard now.
No, I'm okay. Good point. But Lamar has a quote unquote agent. It's his mom, right?
No, she's listed as his business manager. He does not. He's been on record. I don't have an agent. She's my manager. I'm my own agent.
Okay. Well, he don't have one where Micah does. Right. So that would make a difference.
Yeah, but it's like Mike said, whatever the terms are between the client and the agent, it might be a violation of their contract, but it's not an NFL violation.
All right, now check this out. Both of y'all are my agent, right? And I'm trying to sign a deal, you know what I'm saying, with a team. Now, me and the owner sit down at dinner and we hash out. And he say, Tunk, boy, you know what I mean? You want this, you know what I mean, $150 million contract, you know what I mean? $100 million guaranteed. And I was like, shit, that sounds good, whatever. So he's like, you think we can do that? Yeah, I think we can do that. Okay, then I come back and tell y'all, look, man, I talked to the owner of the Baltimore Ravens, man, and he said, you know what I mean, 100 guaranteed, man. And then y'all start asking me questions. Well, what did he say about this? I don't know. We ain't talking about that.
Right.
What did he say about that? I don't know. We ain't talking about that. But what did he ask you this? Nah, he asked you that.
Right.
He's like, well, nah. You know what I mean? We ain't going through that because we need to see the fine print.
Right.
So, either me or y'all contact the organization like, man, y'all, you got to talk to my agent now, man, because there's a lot of stuff that I don't understand and a lot of stuff I don't know.
Right.
Then that owner gets mad. Like, no, man, we had a deal. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why all that stuff should be deferred to your agent. All business talk should be deferred to your agent, man, because owners, Jerry Jones, this ain't his This ain't his first dance. This ain't his first rodeo.
Right.
So you know how he can trip these guys up. You know what I'm saying? So you can say, yeah, 100 million guaranteed, as long as it's contingent upon you getting 10 sacks each year for the next 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of stuff in that contract. Then you're like, nah. And the agent like, no. You know what I mean? First page, like, nah, we ain't signing this. And then, but Jerry Jones will say, man, we ain't even gonna talk to the agent because we got a deal and we ain't got to talk to the agent.
Well, that you explaining exactly what happened, but except Jerry didn't shut talks down. The agent told Micah Parsons to shut it down. So Micah told Jerry, don't talk to me no more. The agent stepped in and shut it down.
Yeah, so talk to my agent. Right.
Yeah, yes.
And really, Micah should have did that from the jump.
Right.
Well,
because
what you think, Clay? What you think? Run it down.
I don't see no harm in it because at the end of the day, once the contracts get drafted, the agents, lawyers, everybody looking over it. So if it's something in there that's not good, it ain't gonna fly anyway. So I don't see no harm in it.
Let me ask you. Let me put it like this.
All right.
If you married and a young lady flirt with you, you know what I mean? You don't see no harm in the young lady immediately letting her know that you married. As long as it don't get physical, it don't come to nothing, ain't no harm in it.
Yeah.
Right.
No, it's immediately off the top, you're supposed to let that person know that you
spoke before, yeah. You representative.
well, Jerry was flirting with Micah knowing that he was spoken for.
Right. And so it's Micah's responsibility to let him know that, you know what I mean? It's Micah Parsons' responsibility to let Jerry Jones know that he overstepped his bounds.
Or just like I'm not allowed to speak on that. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know. It's nothing wrong with being less knowledgeable about things than others. That's what you hire an agent for.
Yeah.
So, you know, if somebody come to me and they talking these numbers and these terms, I'm like, man, I don't know about that, man. You got to talk to my agent about that. I don't know nothing about that. You know what I mean? My job is to go out here and perform on the football field. All the X's and O's, and you know what I mean? And, you know, I don't know. You got to talk to my agent about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I don't think that was a bad idea. Like, because I think this is how Jerry does business. You know, he had great relationship with Michael Irvin. He had relationships with his players. They talk. They got family kind of vibe, you know, all this kind of stuff. I don't think it's that Mike's not allowed to talk, you know what I'm saying? It's just that, you know, they talked about some things, and then before it went through, Mike ran it past his agents, and his agents shut it down.
Let me put it to you like this, though, right? Because Tunk did say that this is not Jerry, and we all agree that this is not Jerry's first time at a rodeo, right?
But not at all. Yeah.
Right. And so Tom says this, and this is the problem we have in America, is why we are so divided as men and women. Clark is a hell of a basketball player, and the girls do not like her, and so that the league is let me see, and the league is bearing farther, right? Let me say this: it's about divide and conquer. So when you allow somebody to take the opportunity to even plant that seed of division, that right there can cause problems. Right. So now, if Michael Parsons don't carry that information from back to whoever representing him, then that means that the agent gonna think that, well, I can't trust Micah. And if you can't trust somebody, then now you're not really going to be operating on their behalf, because you think, all right, he might be cutting a side deal to cut me out. So let me cut a deal now, whereas though I'm looking out for my best interest. So that's why it would behoove you as a person to say, all right, I'm gonna have to refer you directly to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Just you want it works.
Let's not get it twisted. Agents are shady too.
Right. Yeah.
Let's not get it twisted. Yeah. And let's not act like all these agents got these kids' best interests at heart. What they have in best interest is the relationships they have. So sometimes they brokering deals with their buddies, and the player is the pawn for it. You understand what I'm saying? So let's not act like they just, come on now.
Oh, I'm sure y'all heard this. Say like, the agent got 2 clients that are free agents. So the better or the superstar of the 2, he might say Dallas, for instance. Say he got Micah and he got somebody else, but not as good as Micah, not as high profile or whatever. So he might talk Micah into taking a team-friendly deal so he could get his other client a better deal. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So stuff like that happens as well. You're right, Clay. So it ain't always like,
That's how what Mike Conley went to Ohio State with what's the big guy that never panned out at Ohio State?
Greg Oden.
Greg Oden. Yeah, Greg Oden.
Because Ohio State did not want Mike Conley. You know what I mean? Not Mike Conley Jr. They didn't want him, but they wanted Greg Oden. But in order to get Greg Oden, that was a package deal. So you had to bring in Mike Conley. So I mean, they do things like that. Yeah.
But see, Clay, another thing, right? These why them agents, they gotta be careful. Because if it gets out that they are not working in the best interest of their client, the word gonna get out, and then they ain't gonna be able to represent nobody. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be able to nobody of substance. Because everybody go around, they be like, oh man, he did what's the name wrong. He did Tyreek Hill wrong. He did, you know what I'm saying? He did Patrick Mahomes wrong. So no, I ain't messing with him. You know what I mean? So they gotta be careful. You know what I mean? They don't want no like
they
that.
They do. But you gotta remember, these agents got a lot of great relationships. They got relationships in media. They got relationships with these teams, stuff like that. But I do believe it's some agents that's gotten a bad rep and their arm, they can't really solicit any more clients. I believe that.
You got 2 that come to mind, and these guys was, big time, whatever. The Drew Rosenhaus. And Scott Boras, right?
Yeah.
Scott Boras, man, owners hated him. I mean, them owners over there in major leagues hate him, man, but the players loved him. And every time a big time free agent come up, that's what they was going to get. Because he was going to do badly, right?
Yeah.
And then the thing that he had on his side that, agents in the NFL, NBA ain't got to worry about was salary cap. There's no salary cap in major league. So
in baseball,
for the stars all the time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For the stars all the time. So he would go in there, and Drew Rosenhaus, he another one in the NFL, that he would go in there and do battle for you and things like that. But yeah, man, so it's good to have an agent. And owners like, man, who's your agent? Oh boy, let me put the gloves on because I'm gonna have to go battle with this guy. You know what I mean? Fight everything. I mean, it could be anything. They're gonna fight it. They're gonna fight everything.
Who was Michael Jordan agent? Was it?
You know the dude. He had a Town dude.
David Falk.
Oh, fuck! Yeah, I forgot his name. Right.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all probably know this already though, but David Stern believed, probably true, that David Falk was behind the lockout, the players striking in '99. Right?
Yeah,
he
didn't know that.
Falk was behind that, right? Because he had the big time players at the time, right? He thought he was behind that, so that's when he changed that rule, whereas though player maximum, player minimum, right? So he cut the agent out in a sense, whereas though it's only a certain amount you could get from the team. So you don't need the agent to get the max. You know what I'm saying? You negotiate with the team. He cut the middleman out because he thought David Falk had too much power. And David Falk, he wasn't having it. I mean, David Stern wasn't having it.
Yeah, but they still got agent representatives, and also the union had to agree on that. That's part of the collective bargaining. So you know what I'm saying. So why would the players even agree to something like that?
Because David Stern at that time wielded a big stick. You know what I'm saying? He wielded a big stick, and then look, here it is, Clayton. This more than anything. You ain't got to give up that 4% or 5% or 10%, whatever the agent cut.
It's only 4%.
Yeah, you ain't got to get that up now.
The thing is, though, people like owners, like I said, it's about divide and conquer. So anytime an owner can find a way to make the agent either look shady or make the agent look like he don't have, he not operating in the player's best behalf. They do stuff like that.
Because it was
divide conquer.
It was what's the name had a contract, and it was famously put out in the media and stuff. He had Johnny Cochran look over his contract. Yeah. This was Ray Allen one year. He was he was signing a free agent deal, and he got Johnny Cochran, and they was like, man, look at Ray Allen didn't say this, but they would say, man, just imagine paying Johnny Cochran $1,000 an hour to look over your contract, as opposed to paying an agent 4% of the contract.
Yeah.
But on the flip side of that, they also do things to protect the agent, the league, because when Lamar was up, they kept making that a media narrative. He don't have an agent. He don't have an agent. He don't have an agent. See, they don't want to cut out an industry as well, because like I said, those relationships they have. If you say that again.
No, I'm gonna let you finish, then I'm gonna jump back.
I'm just saying, when you empower players and now you're eliminating that industry, you understand what I'm saying? Now you kind of cutting out some of the relationships you have with friends and stuff like that. So they did a lot to empower the agent when it came to Lamar's situation.
Okay, I think that's how they wanted to look. But they really was trying to make Lamar seem like he ain't know what he was doing because he didn't have an agent. They was kind of saying like he was out of his element. You know what I'm saying? He ain't really know how to negotiate. He ain't know the ins and outs of contracts and things like that. But look at the contract he wound up signing.
Yeah.
Now, on top of that, they saying Lamar probably would have more endorsements if he had an agent.
Exactly.
Because he got, he a 2-time MVP.
Exactly.
No commercials.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No endorsement deals, things like that. They say not having an agent hurt him on that front.
Right. But also, if Lamar's situation would have got celebrated in the media, then you had more players doing that. Now you're empowering the next generation, and eventually you run the risk of eliminating that industry altogether. So if I'm an owner and I really don't like dealing with these agents and all this, that, and the other, I could have took that opportunity to really empower that movement to inspire the next generation and eliminate it altogether.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all this, because Retro says this. She says that LeBron mom used to handle his business. How do y'all feel about like the mothers stepping in and handling the business for these guys like LeBron? Then we talked about Daniel. I mean, not Daniel's. Lamar.
Daniels. Yeah, that's him. Yeah. I got a problem with it, man. As long as they got the kids' best interest and not trying to live through their kids and things like that. I don't have a problem with it.
And here again, it's all about your genetic makeup. So you got to remember, like, let's say, for instance, you got a billionaire kind of business tycoon, and he has children, offspring. Some of his DNA is going to go to produce that offspring. That offspring could be a woman that has inherited that characteristic. You understand? So women can be just as good at business as men. So I don't think it becomes a man-woman thing. It becomes a person thing.
Right, yeah. I mean, if you're, because I mean, like Tunk said, if your mother or your father is qualified to advise you in a business manner, I don't think that's a bad thing. I know.
It was a player. He played baseball, and his mom was negotiating a deal, minor league contract, right, with Steinbrenner up in New York. And Steinbrenner like, man, I ain't talking to you. You're not qualified. Go, come back with an agent. And his mother said, well, if you don't want to talk to me, he going to school. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to talk to me, that's fine. He going to school then. You know what I'm saying? You don't sit up there and tell me, oh, I'm not qualified. You know what I'm saying? To have these discussions with you. And that was years ago. That might have been like in the early 90s or something like that. So, you know what I mean? So it come full circle. A lot of these kids, parents, mom and dad, they've educated themselves. You know what I'm saying? They know the ins and outs of things like that. They want to make sure their kid don't get taken care of. And they really know now and understand the generational wealth thing. You know what I'm saying? They really know this can take care of the family for years to come. So it's not really like the here and now type thing. So I ain't got a problem with the mom You know what I'm saying? Speaking up, and, you know what I mean, going to the meetings and talking to the owners and talking to the coaches. I ain't got a problem with that at all.
Yep.
Yeah.
They think about how these women come out of the womb and all of a sudden they athletically inclined. You know what I'm saying? In areas where you don't think they should be. Like you got some girls that just can play football because they inherited that DNA. So you can inherit that business savvy through genetics, you know? So yeah. Women can be very much empowered and can be very much shrewd and can be great at doing business.
Oh yeah, no doubt, yeah. And I think, you know, and a lot of the mothers probably like when they had their sons and stuff like that, and their daughters, they really gonna look out for them. Because, and a lot of times we think you know, like, you know, some of these kids come from single parent homes, so their mothers is really, you know, their mothers is the ones who there, but just got to make sure that you know, hopefully they qualify. Because I know Michael Beasley said that, you know, his mother stole money from. Did y'all hear about that?
I didn't hear it.
He was on a podcast and he said, you know, when he first got to the league, that his mother and I forgot who else, another relative was helping to manage his money. He said they stole a ton of money from him. So
man, that child star, he had to sue his parents.
Yeah.
Because they took all the earnings and stuff. Yeah.
Think about Michael Beasley. God bless him, right? But he's been trouble. He even admitted to mental trouble. So to me, sometimes you inherit these things, you know. So it doesn't surprise me that that's his story, that his mom, because she probably was dealing with some struggles. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So it gets passed on, man. So seeing him, I'm not surprised.
Right.
And I'm not knocking. I'm just saying it struggles there.
Yeah.
Boy, that's something, man.
Yeah.
I say that's something, man.
It is. Let me ask y'all this. How do y'all feel about this this right here, this list, this football ranking, right? This is not official football ranking. I got this from the Colin Cowherd show, right? Colin Cowherd, this is how he ranks his top 10 football teams. Let me see. I'm gonna move that banner right there. But what y'all think about this? He got at number 10, you got Detroit Lions. Then he have Green Bay, LA, Washington, Seattle. I'm surprised he got Seattle ranked so high. Kansas City ranked Kansas City, he got ranked at number 5. Let me see. Denver at number 4, Baltimore 3, Buffalo 2, and the Eagles, he got them ranked at number 1, right?
So, he got 4 of the top 5 in the AFC.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man, you know, that Seattle thing don't surprise me. He a Northwest guy. Yeah, he a Northwest guy. I think that's where he's from. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he out west, yeah.
Northwest. I think that's where he's from. No way I have Denver in front of KC. No way I got Buffalo in front of KC, and I ain't even a KC fan. Y'all know that.
Right.
You know, I have the Ravens. So at worst, KC would be number 3 for me. At worst. That Detroit thing, man. Let me start. All right, let me start with Detroit. They lost both their offensive and defensive coordinators.
Right.
I don't think that's going to be easy to replace. Man. They lost their offensive and defensive coordinators, man, and they meant a lot to the success of that team, if you ask me. You know, Dan Campbell, you know, he at the helm, and you know, I mean, you gotta give him his credit and everything. But losing Aaron Glenn and then the dude that's coaching the Bears now, I think that's going. You're gonna see it. The Rams at number 8. You know, my man not healthy. What's his name? The quarterback. What's his name?
Stafford. Matthew Stafford.
He's not healthy, man. He got a back. Yeah, man. So I think that's kind of out. Now, if you basing this on everybody being 100% healthy, okay, you know what I mean. But Matthew Stafford is he's injured, so I don't know about them being in the top 10. But Seattle, they the second best team in the NFC. Seattle, that's saying a lot. That's saying a lot. I don't know they roster top to bottom. But
I don't know it either. I don't know it either.
You know they got the quarterback from Minnesota over there. You know, he came over there. He had that lights out season last year in Minnesota. They won 14 games or something like that. But he fizzled in the playoffs. But hey, he had a decent year. He got that money up in Seattle, so we'll see. But I'm gonna let y'all jump in. Let y'all go ahead. Y'all get y'all stuff.
Yeah. First, I want to say Retro said where the Browns at. Retro said where the Browns, right? But yeah, man, I can't see Kansas City like 5. That's I think Kansas City should be ranked higher than 5. Seattle, I think he get. I don't know how he got Seattle, on here. He must know something about Seattle that most people don't know.
Right.
Yeah, let me see. Buffalo. I think Buffalo probably should be like at number 4 if you ask me. I think Buffalo is number 4 if you ask me. But yeah, Kansas City should be higher. What y'all think Detroit? What y'all think about Detroit though?
Yeah, I think they're gonna take a step back. I really do.
I'm thinking the same thing. You thinking like
Yeah.
For the reasons what Tunk said, they lost a lot last year.
Yeah. And like you say, number 10, I think with them is a reach. You know what I'm saying? Just being top 10 is a reach.
Yeah.
And because I really think they're gonna feel the effects of that offensive and defensive coordinator leaving. They're gonna feel the effects of that.
Let me see what Tom said. Seattle got a pretty good running game if it all works out. Yeah, I haven't. Have y'all had the opportunity to see Seattle doing the
I haven't.
I haven't seen. Yeah. So
what's the quarterback, Mike? What's the quarterback? That was what's the name last year?
With Seattle?
Yeah, what's the name? He was what's
Gino. He gone to the Raiders.
Sam Donald.
He was with the Vikings.
Yeah, he was Seattle now.
Oh, he was Seattle now. Okay.
Yeah, he was Seattle.
Sam Donald is.
Yeah, Sam Donald. They gave him that bread. He was Seattle now. They started.
Okay. Okay. I like Sam Donald though.
Yeah, he okay. I don't know if he can replicate what he did last year though, but
yeah.
Yep.
So Kent says that the LA Rams are bums, right? But let me ask y'all this though. Is the guy who will be coming out of retirement for the Rams? What was his name?
Aaron Donald.
Donald. He's talking a little bit about coming out of retirement.
That's if they sign Micah. He said he'd come out of retirement if they sign Michael Parsons.
Yeah.
If they traded for Michael Parsons, he'd consider coming back. Man, what's the Devontae Adams? That's the receiver, man. I couldn't think of a couple of weeks ago. We was talking about the Rams.
Yeah, Devontae Adams. Yeah,
he with the Rams now. Yeah, he with the Rams.
Okay.
Yeah, he with the Rams.
Yeah, I don't know how serious Stafford back injury is. They ain't saying he hurt, but if he's ready to go to start of the season, the Rams can be a problem. Yeah.
But I seen him coming on the field, and this just, this is almost like 7-on-7s. They seen him just like jogging on the field. I'm like,
don't look good.
Yeah, you can tell he wasn't himself. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta remember, LA was just one score away from beating Philly in the playoffs last year.
They said if it wouldn't have started snowing, they would have beat.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, they was close.
They said if it wouldn't start snowing, they'd have beat them.
And Kansas City, they beat Buffalo, they beat all them teams in the AFC with a bad offensive line and a worse team. Kansas City has improved their offensive line.
I just think they got a little bit of Kansas City Chiefs fatigue right now, because no way you put everybody that fell in love with Bo Nix and that Trump-ass Sean Payton up in Denver, man. I don't see them. I don't see them overtaking them. So that mean they got Denver. Well, that don't necessarily mean that, but they like Denver going to be in front of them in the division then.
Right.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are picking the Broncos to win the West.
Yeah, I've seen it.
But I feel like Kansas City, you talking about a 15-win team that's gotten better in the offseason.
They just, it's like I think it's like a psychological thing with them in Buffalo. Maybe even the Ravens. Man. Until you beat them guys when it matters. Until you beat them guys, I ain't talking about second week in October. I'm talking about in the playoffs. Until you beat them boys in the playoffs, man. Nah, I can't do nothing.
But here again, Kansas City lost one game last year. And they got better.
No, they lost 3 games last year.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they had more than one loss, 1-2 Super Bowl. They lost 3 games last year.
I thought they went. I thought that they won 15 games though, right?
So what was that 15-2? So wait, 15 last year?
Yeah. 2 games. All right, 2 games. But I'm just saying, and I would keep Buffalo in front of Baltimore.
You would?
Yeah.
Right, so let me see. Well, Retro got it right. She got the Eagles, Baltimore. Then she had the Chiefs. She had Washington. Then she got the Bills, the Steelers, and she got the Browns in there.
Got my Steelers. All right, Retro. Get my Steelers up. I'm having to have on next week.
Yeah.
You'll have that on next week. Yeah. But
Tom said if it's about losing coaches, then Detroit shouldn't even be in there, right? So
I
kind of agree with that too. See, why not Roman Gabriel? Hell, why not Roman Gabriel?
Who he coached?
Roman Gabriel coach.
I don't know Roman Gabriel coach. Who coached DC? Who coached Washington? Y'all know who they coach?
Yeah. The guy that used to coach in Atlanta. What's his name?
I think I know
coach. Good coach. Yeah, had a good season last year.
Yeah. I can't think.
I can see his face, but I can't picture his name.
Do y'all think Washington gonna have the same type of success? I mean, I ain't saying record wise, so they had 12 wins last year. But I'm saying, you think they're gonna have like the same type of success? As they did last year. They ain't got that receiver in there, McLaurin. He's still holding up.
If they sign him, I think they got to sign him. But they done added Debo. If they sign him, I think so.
Forgot about that.
But see, man, sign him, man. He was there with them lean years, man.
Yeah, you got to pay him. Yeah.
Man, sign him, man.
Pay him now while you got your quarterback on his rookie deal. Pay him.
Exactly. That's when you can load up. When until your quarterback signed his second deal, right? That's when you
structure that thing. So when it's time to extend Jaden, you're not waiting. You get him. Yeah, man. You got to sign that kid, man.
To maximize all other, skill positions and everything, man.
I would put the Vikings in that top 10. They lost Sam Darnold, but they still everything remained the same. And I got a lot of faith in the boy, what's his name, McCarthy?
Yeah, JJ McCarthy.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be solid.
Coming off that injury, Clay. Even coming off that injury,
because that happened in the beginning of the year. So he had all year. He's got a lot of time to recover. And I think it was just an ACL, right?
I think it was ACL.
Yeah. And it's not like you depending on his legs. This kid has good pocket presence. He looked pretty good in the preseason too. So
I'm gonna ask y'all this, right? Because his college coach was Harbaugh, the one out in San Diego, right? That was his college coach at Michigan, right?
Yep.
So a lot of people saying the way Harbaugh likes to coach, that quarterback out there is not his cup of tea, right?
What quarterback?
The quarterback was San Diego. The quarterback with the Chargers. What's his name?
Herb.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert, right?
Yeah.
They say, because Harbaugh don't like throwing the ball all over the yard. Right? They don't like throwing the ball all over the yard. So they said, it was just talk on sports radio, right? They said, if you are the Chargers, would you trade Justin Herbert for J.J. McCarthy?
Whew.
I know if I'm Minnesota, hell yeah. And you still got Jefferson up there, hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes.
But if you the Chargers, what you do?
Right.
Yeah, you the Chargers, what you do? Yeah, because that's linking JJ back up with what's the name and the way he like to run his offense, run heavy, things like that. And he dialed my man back for his throwing last year. He dialed him back last year, right?
I think he should have.
Yeah. You know what? I ain't have a problem with it either, Clay.
Yeah.
I have a problem. I have a problem.
Herbert is a great talent, but I don't care who the quarterback is. When you overexpose them, when you're throwing more than you pass them, you don't have balance, you leave that quarterback exposed, Yeah. But it's funny they say that on the radio station because when you hear Harbaugh talk, he speaks about Herbert like he's never had a quarterback like this kid. And he sings his praises. Could just be head coach speak. but he sings that kid's praises.
Yeah, I believe he ain't never had a gunslinger like that.
Yeah.
But if you got a horse, but you don't let him run, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It turns into team success. You can't argue it. You can't argue. It turns into team success. But we know the boy Justin, and I ain't a big Justin Herbert fan, you know what I'm saying? But we know he can sling it. You know what I mean? He can spin it. There ain't no question about it, right? So what's the point of having a guy like that and you're not really letting him showcase? Now unless it leads to but see, this what helps Harbaugh argument. When he started letting them throw the ball in the playoffs, he threw 4 picks. He only do 3 all year. He only do 3 all year. He do 4 in the playoff game. So they were like, well, see, that's why he kept the reins on him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Just because he got a big arm, you know, as far as showcasing it, you got to scheme. You got to play the game to keep the defense off balance. And now you know you got that big weapon. So you put in a game plan and you call the game per opening things up, balance, and now you got a guy that can make every throw. So that expands your playbook to some degree.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just I want him throwing, you know, dump that.
Yeah.
I just want to use this guy's weapon to my benefit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Retro says the trade cheerleaders, right? And that brings me to
Lord. Man, y'all crazy. Yeah.
Look, I wish Jim was on here so Jim could have said something about this story about the Minnesota Vikings having male cheerleaders on there, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. How y'all feel about these
the male cheerleaders is not the thing because the Ravens have some, but they have them in the format of like college where they got pants on, they throwing the girls up. It's like a college type of cheering squad. That right there, that's something different.
Yeah.
That's something different, bro. That's something different.
And look, and that's what I said. It's like it's not what you do, it's how you do it.
How you do it. Yeah.
I made a video about that earlier this week when I was speaking about and I referred to like college cheerleaders. The guys are like helping the girls with the tumbles and the flips and they throwing them in the air and stuff like that. That's different. You know what I mean? That's different from right here, what we see right here.
Pom and all that. You know what I'm saying? With the pom. Yeah, that's different. That's different.
And listen, that right there, that ain't on its way. That ain't that ain't coming. Not under the new atmosphere of America right now. That right there, nah.
Yeah,
they're gonna get plenty pushback because that's almost in lines with, you know, the having male athletes, transgenders playing against. That's in line with that. It feels like that to me.
Yeah, like they're promoting an agenda.
Like
they're promoting an agenda. Already in Minnesota, they caught a lot of backlash from that in Minnesota court. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They supposed to be trying to implement this season.
Well, those 2 guys are already on the team.
They're on the squad.
Okay.
Yeah, they had 2 guys on the squad in Minnesota already.
Now watch, if you see any Minnesota games, if they cut to them cheerleaders, you know they definitely pushing something.
Right. Yeah, we don't need to see it. You know what I mean? We don't need to see it. Yeah, you're right.
Right. And see, all right, so this is what Clayton is talking about. Retro said our high school had male cheerleaders back when they did pyramids and towers, right? And so that's different than, you know, like these guys out here with the skirts on and the pom-poms.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
and I'm gonna tell you something, man. That's one thing about human nature and everything. Like, we infectious by nature. We just rub off on each other. You know, that's just how things work. And you put a lot of stuff out in the public marketplace, you know, that kind of energy, man, it can be infectious. You know, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah,
I'm serious, man. It can be infectious. You know how many little boys?
Right.
You know how many little boys when they was little was in their mother closet trying on their high heels and stuff like that?
Yeah, I don't know.
You can bring all them out.
Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Hey, but that's a fact. Bruce Jenner said it. Bruce Jenner said he used to put that stuff on back when he was the guy. He was dressing up like that, man. So eventually it made it safe for him. He said, I'm coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
That is crazy.
Don't mind me, man. I'm just having fun with it.
No, it's all good. You're right, though. You're right, though.
Oh,
hey,
my goodness. Yeah.
I'm going to change speeds right now, right?
There you go.
The Big Three championship today, too.
It is.
I don't know who in it. Yeah, but that Big Three championship today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Retro is a bully. Yeah, she said we dressed up my brother, LOL, and then she said he had no choice. So that's bullying. That's bullying.
I feel for him. Yeah.
But what do y'all think about that? When we spoke about offensive lines, right? Click, you said that the offensive line for the Kansas City Chiefs got better.
Yeah.
But the Eagles' offensive line was mean too last year.
Yeah.
Well, they were mean. Kansas City wasn't, but and they bring in, you know what I mean? So people predicting Saquon to do some good things this year coming up.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they stay healthy, I do think they lost one guy off. Mm-hmm. Am I right, Tunk?
I think he retired. I think somebody
retired or something.
Yeah, I think somebody retired.
Yeah. But I mean, like I say, it's all about injury. Barring injury.
Right.
I think this is what, Saquon gonna do his thing. You know what I'm saying? You can almost put him down for maybe, you know what I mean, anywhere from 12 to 1,500 yards, right? But I think teams are gonna load up.
Yeah.
And they're gonna make my man beat him with his arm.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Jalen Hurts beat him with his arm. I think they're gonna load up against Saquon, right? They're gonna sell out, and they're gonna make Jalen Hurts beat him with his arm. You know what I'm saying? I think that's how a lot of teams are gonna go about
it. And here's the challenge with that. And I think that's why he had big yards last year. This is why Jamal Lewis rushed for 2,000 with the Ravens, and they had no pass game. When you load up the box like that, all it takes is an opening. Mm-hmm. And now you don't have nothing in the secondary. So you're going to give up gigantic runs. Mm-hmm. So you got to be careful with that too.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with the play action too.
Yeah.
You bring linebackers down, you can throw right behind them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You got the one-on-one on the outside too.
Right.
And Philly got great receivers on the outside.
That's right. Yeah. That's right. So,
but
I think Jalen can beat you with his arm. You know what I mean? A lot of people doubt it. Yeah, a lot of people doubt it. I think he can beat you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me. Tom said y'all laughing, but if you had older sisters, they would definitely putting makeup on you, practicing, so you would have absolutely,
There's no way.
I had an older sister, Tom. I had an older sister.
I don't have an older sister. Ain't no way I'll let that go down. Ain't no way.
She ain't have no desire to do that to me at all. Yeah.
Hey, look, but I do know a guy that had 3 older sisters, man. It was rough in his house, boy.
It was.
Hey, every time his mother and father left, man, he was like, it was open season on him. He was the youngest he had 3 older sisters, and he was the youngest, man. It was until he got to once we got to about 13 or 14, and he was big enough to defend himself, but it was open season on him every time they left the house.
He was the youngest, so he was the favorite. He was the baby, so so they took out all that stuff for him.
Yeah, man.
But no, Tom, no, brother. I mean that wouldn't happen. Pop wouldn't happen.
Your sister older than you, Tom?
No. We separated by 18 months. I'm older.
Okay, yeah. I have 2 younger sisters.
Okay.
Yeah. But man, I saw a dude with my buddy had three older sisters. Boy, it was open season on him.
What did they do to him?
Man, they beat him up. They just roughed him up.
Okay.
They roughed him up. He ain't had no civil rights at all.
Yeah. All of them violated. All the rights violated. All the rights violated.
Yeah.
No, we ain't grow up where we was, being emasculated. You know what I'm saying?
No, sir. Shit, I was playing with girls at 5 years old, son. Yeah. My family caught me under the porch with Pammy. Look, we got caught 20 times. It was just in my blood, man. Pops was out there. He had a gang of kids, and that shit came down. I love women, man. I love women, boy. I'm trying to tell you. My mother had to punish me. Can you imagine that, a 5-year-old kid getting caught? Come on, man. We wasn't doing nothing, but all our clothes was off.
I was getting comfortable.
All our clothes. Look, and she put me up to it. Yeah. She put me up to it. Yeah, she said, let's do this. And she said, if you don't play with me, I'm going to play with Troy. I said, no, I ain't let that happen. Troy ain't getting none of this. Man, I'm sorry, y'all. Just tripping.
It's all good. Let me see what Retro says. She said that I missed the tire shop tunk. I feel like we are all missing something.
Yeah. You know what, man? I'm having so much problems with these tires, man. That's funny that you say that. This is. I'm trying to think what day it was. This was Tuesday of this week. The same tire is my rear left tire, right? So I walk up, because now since I had these issues, I'm always giving the tires a once over before I get in the truck, right? Man, so I walk up to the truck, right between the threads, what it looks like it's a rock. Right? It looks like it's a rock. So I get down there, try to pluck it out. It don't move, whatever, right? So I'm like, okay. So I'm like, it don't move. I'm paranoid. So I'm driving to work. I stop at a used tire spot, right? Two young brothers in there doing their thing. I said, man, check that tire for me, man. I said, it looked like a rock, but I can't get out. He said, oh, that got you. He pulls the tire off, man, take it back. Pulls it off the rim. He come back with a bolt like this long, man. I'm not like a bolt. And the thing about it is, it wasn't even sharp. It didn't have like no pointed edge. It was like a rounded edge. I said, how would that even penetrate? How would that even penetrate? He said, man, the weight of the vehicle, man, whatever. So he was giving me his little spiel on it. I said, man, he said, the tire already been repaired. I said, yeah, man. I said, you know what? I'm on vacation this week, so I'm gonna go up there and say, man, I need a whole new tire, man. Because this tire, man, is defective. You know what I'm saying? I need a new tire. Still under warranty. I need another tire, man. This thing is defective, man. But it's crazy. Now I got this in my head. Now I'm paranoid. So every time I go out there, I'm looking at the tire. I ain't had this problem when I had the old tires on it. You know what I'm saying? I had the tires on that when I had the old tires. But you know what? I was thinking, because these Pirellis that I have on there, right? What came off it was Goodyear. I should have got the Goodyear, but Pirelli had a sale. You know what I'm saying?
Pirelli tires are softer, like that. They're easier to puncture than Goodyears. And
I said, I should just went on and got the Goodyear tires. That's what the tires that came on it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, I'm gonna save some bread, and I'm gonna get these Pirellis. You know what I'm saying? Damn Pirelli. And I always thought Pirellis was like a performance tire. I never even.
They're supposed to be.
I never even knew they made truck tires. You know what I mean? That'll fit a truck. But man, so I'm gonna go up there this week. So I need another tire.
Yeah, man. Before we get into what time say? For some reason, I knew you OGs were going to say that, but that's all right. I was a guinea pig. I got 9 sisters. 9 old sisters come before me. The advice, but mostly love, and it made me who I am today. Yeah, man. I mean, family. Sisters, and I know you got 9 sisters. You know they're gonna look out for you, and
and then you had 9 sisters. I know wasn't no girls getting smart with you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. They hit you to the game.
Right. I know ain't no girls getting smart with you. I gonna get my sister. I got one for every weight.
Right.
I got one for every weight class. Every age. I got one for every weight class. Hey. Oh, that's somebody inside. Hey. Yep.
That's
what it is.
Yeah, but who else I wanted to talk about? Oh, Las Vegas Aces, man. They not too long ago, the Las Vegas Aces was they was below 500. Now, yeah, I think they won like what 9 in a row, something like that. At one point in the season, they won 9 in a row. And the playoffs coming up soon. So
they're getting quality wins too.
Yeah.
When do they season wind down? Like when is the end of the WNBA season?
It's only 7 games left, something like that now.
Yeah, yeah. I think playoffs start like what, September 14th, something like that.
Something like that.
How many teams go in the playoffs of the WNBA? How many teams go?
8.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 8. What my we forgot to talk about Shallow Sanders. Appreciate that, Kent. Shallow Sanders. Oh no, I didn't know he got waived. Shallow Sanders got waived by the Bucks. Nah. Did y'all know that?
Because of that fight. I bet you it was because of that fight, man. He got kicked out the game. I bet you it was because of that.
Oh, Shallow Sanders got waived by the Bucks. I didn't know. I was going to talk about the fight.
Yeah. And he threw a punch. He threw a punch, and they kicked him out the game. But they played Buffalo. He threw a punch against him, and the tight end got into it.
Yeah.
He swung, and they tossed him out the game. And the coach gave him a mouthful when he was walking off the field. The coach gave him a mouthful, and that's probably why. That's probably why. But they were saying he was going, I ain't gonna say only, but they say he was like going to make the practice squad. They say he's going to make the practice squad.
Oh, okay. So he can still.
Oh yeah, he can sign with whoever. You know what I'm saying? He can sign with whoever, but that might have been the, you know what I mean? It flipped it one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? That might have been flipped it one way or the other. Yep.
I didn't think just because of a fight though. I didn't think that,
Well, if you already on the fence.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? If you're already on the fence and maybe they see that you can't keep your head or something like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't be putting the team at a disadvantage like that, you know.
That part.
I mean, what coach was that said that if his first string quarterback is sleeping in the meeting, he gonna wake him up. But if
Jimmy Johnson, Jimmy Johnson,
just a backup call, somebody further down the line, he gonna cut him.
Right, that's right. That's right. So, you say my third string quarterback go to sleep with me, I cut him. Marino go to sleep in the meeting, I wake him up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, man. I hope he catch on somewhere else.
Yeah.
Dang,
wow. I
Me too. We were just speaking about the fight.
I wanted to talk about the fight.
Yeah.
And now that kind of puts it in perspective, like you said, by him being on the fence.
Right.
And then,
this pushed it over the other way. You know what I'm saying? This pushed it over the other way. You know? And the coach wasn't happy. I don't know what type of significance it had, like on the outcome of the game or anything.
Yeah.
I know the coach, he wasn't happy about.
Yeah. Tom, put that. Send me that picture. I'm gonna post it. Yeah. So, man. But getting back to Asia and the Aces, man. If I'm going into the playoffs, they're gonna be a tough out. And like you said, Clayton, they are getting some quality wins. And then you got Asia Wilson. You know what I mean? So, man, they'll be a scary team to run into in the playoffs.
And they still got that same coach, right? That used to be on the bench with Popovich, right? She's still coaching, right?
Yeah. Becky Hammond.
Yeah, I just don't think they're getting enough from Chelsea and Jewel Lloyd. I just don't think they're getting enough. I know they're on the roll right now, but some teams dealing with injury. Minnesota ain't playing with Fee.
Right.
Some of these wins, and then it's the end of the year, legs get tired, stuff like that. But they definitely getting quality wins. I'm not going to take it from them. But I just don't think the Aces getting enough.
Do you think they're getting hot and playing well and meshing at the right time?
No, because the whole team's not. They got this one girl on there killing though, along with Asian. I forget her name, but Chelsea Gray and some of them other ones. They not Chelsea's. I can't believe the year she's having. Jewel Lloyd asked to be subbed out. She went back to the bench. She want to come off the bench. There's stuff going on, but Asia rolling. She rolling right now.
Yeah,
she definitely rolling. But I just don't think. I just think it's Minnesota's to lose.
Well,
Mike, they beating teams without fee.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Well, they lost to the Liberty last time, right?
But no fee.
Yeah.
And they barely lost. No fee.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I just think it's Minnesota's to lose. I really do.
Coming into the season that Minnesota was going to be on a mission anyway.
Yeah.
And like you said, even without fee, they still, they still rolling.
They rolling. And they just added Dejanay Carrington. Yeah. You're talking about a defensive team that added another defensive player. Insert feedback, and I think Fee might wind up playing today because I think they played a fever. Bring feedback. And Free getting rest.
Yeah. That's not, that don't bode well for the rest of the league.
That don't bode well. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, the Aces doing their thing right now, but it's not a team. It's not like the whole team playing well.
Yeah.
But like I said, they getting quality wins. So I'm gonna tell you who's shocking everybody. The Atlanta Dream. They in second place now.
Yeah.
The Liberty is just dropping.
They falling. Yeah, I was going to say that the Liberty are falling right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So but it's part of the reason why the Liberty falling though is because they don't have Stewie though.
You say that, but say that
they not like
you can say that.
Like Minnesota, they don't have fee, but they still maintaining.
But look, they picked up that girl Masserman. I mean, New York is. I mean, they loaded. They loaded. I mean, but you could say that taking Stewie out the lineup, that's huge. You got at least 20 points out your lineup, so I get it. I get it.
Yeah. Let me see what Town say. Do you believe that the NFL is going to round the WNBA out for ratings because the NFL is going to be very interesting this year? And I don't believe we are going to watch play WNBA. Hope I'm wrong. That somebody brought that up, right? The fact that Caitlin Clark is not playing right now is, like she was an attraction for the WNBA, and now we're going into the football season. I think I agree that that's going to have like a negative effect on the WNBA because the ratings had already went down. It's when she went out. So and they're competing against the NFL. Yeah, that's going to hurt their ratings, in my opinion.
Most things going to play second fiddle to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Most things going to play second fiddle to them.
Yeah, so definitely.
That's with a healthy Caitlin Clark playing. With her not playing, it is definitely. You're definitely, they'd be distant behind them, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I just think, period, even if the NFL season wasn't starting, they only going to get what they're going to get in terms of ratings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So
you understand what I'm saying, right?
You don't really think that it was going to affect them as far as like, like competing against the NFL, you mean?
Yeah, I'm just because like, okay, so let's just say, for instance, the NFL season wasn't when it was. I don't think they would have bigger ratings. Did that make sense? What I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. I just think they get what they get. I mean, they had a unrivaled league on during the offseason when nothing was going on, and they really wasn't drawing no crazy ratings. And I don't know. I just think.
Do you think?
Because even last year when Caitlin played down the playoffs, they was getting big numbers. Not. Of course, they wasn't competing with the NFL, but they was getting big numbers.
Right.
Even though the NFL games was going on. So
let me ask y'all two this, because y'all fans of the WNBA and things like that. If you got, both on at the same time, You know what I'm saying? But y'all, leaning towards the NFL, or y'all was still depending on the matchups, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Or would y'all watch the WNBA? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where would y'all interest be?
That's a good question.
Y'all true fans of WNBA. You know they're gonna lose the casual fan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But y'all true fans of the WNBA. So once the NFL come, would y'all go over, or y'all would stay? Depends on who's playing or something like that.
Me personally, I love watching Caitlin play.
Mm-hmm.
Now, don't get me wrong. I fell in love with Minnesota last year down the stretch, and I enjoyed watching Fee and stuff like that. But I watch Caitlin. I like watching Caitlin just because of her energy. So I don't care if the NFL playing.
Okay.
I like watching her play.
So
that makes sense.
They won't lose a fan like you, but they would lose.
Well, Caitlin wouldn't.
Yeah,
the WNBA don't really have me as a fan. Do that make sense?
Yeah, I got it.
I watch because of the show and some of the things we talk about, but I really like watching this girl play.
Yeah,
if that makes sense. Yeah.
Somebody like me who really don't tune into the WNBA and things like that, really know the players like y'all do.
Right.
I would be on the NFL side of it, and that's the point I'm trying to make. Would they lose the fan that's not like yo? I'm saying the fan like that.
Well, I put it like this: even though basketball is my sport, like for some reason, even if it was the NBA, I would watch the NFL before I watched it. So if it was LeBron James or Steph Curry, I would still watch. For some reason, football before I watch basketball. You know what I mean? So football right now is just king. You know, in my opinion, I just think football is king, and it's so hard for any even a woman's, especially a woman's sport, to compete with the NFL. In my opinion,
guys have they have Super Bowl parties and stuff. People be having like game one parties, opening day parties. For the NFL. You understand? Stuff like that.
Yeah. And with the NFL, I'm not a fan as much anymore as I used to be.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem. And even with the NBA, I was a Jordan fan. So I watched the NBA because of Jordan. I loved watching him play.
I don't like the NBA as much as I used to either.
I'm not tied into it like that.
Yeah. And that's why
good game to watch, man. It's not.
Yeah. And see, that's why I said I would watch football even before I watch basketball, but basketball is my sport.
Yeah.
So
now, if you take this away from me, Tom, if you take the urban platform away and the streaming, I probably wouldn't be keeping up with none of that shit, to be honest. Yeah. Except I would watch Caitlin because I like her. I like watching. But I wouldn't be keeping up with this stuff, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I feel.
Yeah. So what Tom said, I will watch Michael Jordan over NBA game of football. I definitely will watch a WNBA game.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch a lot more WNBA now than I thought I would because, and it's not even just about the Indiana Fever. I like to watch the Dallas Wings. I like the New York team. I like the Aces. I'm just following them now.
Now, you talk about the urban platform, Clayton. This is where I get my WNBA knowledge from. This is where I get my WNBA knowledge from. Off of it. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
I tell you what, the chat keep us more informed than anything. Some of them in the chat, they die hard.
They dialed in. Yeah, they are. They dialed in.
They dialed in. Yeah.
Like Retro Time and Kent.
Yeah.
Time and Kent just put me down with. I didn't even know that this kid got cut from the. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That just happened probably since we've been on.
Right.
Yeah, because before we got on, I ain't see that.
Yeah. I was like, I did want to talk about that.
I was hoping he made that practice squad down there, man. I really did, man. But I'm willing to bet it's that fight, man. I'm willing to bet.
Is that my phone?
That was me.
Oh, okay. I thought my phone connected to this computer. Yeah. Let me see what times. Retro, I understand, but if I'm Caitlin Clark, I don't come back for those playoffs because you can hurt yourself even more for the next season. That's all I'm saying. Let me see. You can see how much she loved the game. Yeah.
Well,
So Retro did post up here earlier that Caitlin Clark. I think she said post something that she's coming back, right? Yeah. And then so
she got that update today?
I'm not sure.
Ask Retro, did she get the update today?
Yeah,
because
she's coming back.
From my understanding, she hasn't even been practicing.
Yeah.
Because of this bruised ankle.
Oh, ankle? Oh.
Yeah, it's like first the groin, right? And they said when they was playing against Phoenix, she was practicing and suffered a bruised ankle too. So that's part of why she ain't got back to, because they thought last week with them 5 days off, she would get back to practicing, but she hasn't been. They saying she's also recovering from a bruised ankle, but a lot of people are saying it's bullshit and it's some type of conspiracy going, all that kind of stuff. But I don't know.
But I don't. If she didn't make it back to the playoffs, would y'all be surprised if she didn't make it back for the playoffs?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. And I want to see if Indiana even stays in the playoff hunt, because their remaining games are really hard. They got to play the Lynx again today after just playing them on Friday, you know, and then you got to play Seattle, and then you got to play these. They got a tough schedule down the stretch.
Yeah, no doubt. And so my man Kent Carlson says there's just something about Caitlin hard to explain why we all watch her, right? So that goes back to me and you, Clayton. We had a discussion yesterday when we talked about like how some athletes don't love the sport that they playing. You know what I mean? Like, but they playing because they have that ability to play.
Yeah,
and they just go ahead and play. But then when you see somebody like Caitlin Clark or any athlete who just like to practice and play the sport, and that energy right there just attract.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It just attract like genuine fans to the game. So I just feel that I just get that energy from her, that she that kind of player who just love that game.
Hey Kent, I'm gonna say this to you. Everybody loves the sunshine. We can't resist it. We can't resist it. So try to understand what I'm saying.
What Retro said, we had some information, inside information last night in the chat.
Okay. When's she coming back then? Tell me what your info is telling you. When is she coming back?
So said Kent is 100% correct, as good as Paige is, and Wilson and Faster and all. These girls aren't nothing like watching something that run the basketball court. I mean,
well, Mike love watching Paige, so that's not necessarily to Paige. I think Paige loved the game too.
Yeah. Paige, man, her you ever check out Paige Beckers?
No, I ain't familiar.
Her game, man, is her that mid-range game and the way she move around that court, and she created. She almost she remind me a lot of Carmelo Anthony. Like she can give you that jab step and not go nowhere. Like if you drew a circle around her, she can operate within that circle and still get a good shot off. You know what I mean? Like all basketball players can't do that.
She dropped 44 the other day, right? But here's the deal. They gave us so much room to work. Wide open shots. Now, the next game, Seattle played her. Seattle blitzed her like they blitzed Caitlin.
Yeah.
She had 11 points, no assists. One team finally blitzed her. I'm not taking nothing away from her. She's great. And because she's so great, you would think teams were playing her more aggressively, but they not. But Seattle did. Them numbers came way down.
Well, and see that the kind of pressure that Seattle put on her is the kind of pressure that she'll see, like if they was to make it to the playoffs. Right.
Yeah.
So, but like it'll be a learning experience for her too, though. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's not seeing the kind of pressure that
not at all
that Caitlin is seeing.
But she's great. She got a great shot. This chick shot 80% from the field. There was no defense at all being played. I mean, she just every shot she wanted, she got. 80% from the field. Let that sink in. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's crazy. Even with no D, that is still crazy. 80%.
It's hard to shoot 80% in a gym in practice.
You're shooting by yourself. Yeah.
Let me
see.
Okay. Well, let me see. As much as I would love to take from that person last night, I am a skeptic still.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what I just don't think she's coming back, and I don't know what's there. I don't think there's anything to gain because of all the hits they've taken. I think Sophie was the biggest one recently. I even if she come back, I don't think you make a championship run. I just don't see that.
And I agree. Like with Sophie Cunningham going down too, right now and you got Caitlin Clark coming fresh off an injury, so that puts even more pressure on Caitlin to perform because she coming back to a team that's shorthanded, and she's coming back to a team that's not only shorthanded, but then you got Ariel, like your backup wouldn't even be, so that's.
But they signing point guards though, the speller. But I'll say this though, the way Kelty's scoring, the way Leah and them scoring, they losing games, but they're not losing them by much. So I don't think Caitlin will come back and have to shoulder a whole bunch of scoring. I think she can come back and just add to and then facilitate. So I don't know how much pressure would be on. I don't know how much weight would be put on her shoulders. Put it that way. But I still don't think they make a playoff run, a championship run.
I don't think so either. That's why I think it would be wise just to allow her to heal and shut her
down.
Shut it down. Tom said when the Storm played Paige, like the whole WNBA played Caitlin, played Caitlin Clark, they would shut her down. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's a whole different kind of pressure. Different kind of pressure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's a different kind of pressure. But let me see something right here. Did we do this question yesterday? Clayton, who won the 1977 NCAA championship?
Run it back though. They didn't. The chat didn't participate. Tunk didn't participate. Run it back.
Yeah. So all right. So this is the question: who won the 1977 NCAA championship in his final game as a head coach? You know this, Tunk?
1977 NCAA championship. You talking about the men's, right?
Right.
All right, let me see. 77. That would be 2 years before Magic won. Well, that would be and that was
Google it.
And that was the coach. And that was the coach last game.
Yeah, that was his last game as a coach. He went out as a champion.
Damn, I don't know. The last game coaching period. Not like NBA or anything like that. Yeah. Last game coach period. So that was two years before Magic won at Michigan State. So
you got to figure out what team was like one of the marquee teams in that era, in the late 70s.
John Wooten and UCLA.
Nah,
that was my guess.
That was Clayton's guess.
Yeah, nah, I don't know. I don't know that.
At first, I thought it was going to be.
Wait a minute. Al McGuire and Marquette.
Nope.
Hey.
Al McGuire?
It was Al McGuire.
I said Al McGuire and Marquette. I just said.
I thought you said somebody different yesterday.
No, that was another question. Let me hold.
That was a different question. Oh, okay.
Question.
I asked you. I'm about to say Al
McGuire. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up, Tom. That's what's
up. Hey, I knew you was going to get because Al McGuire was big then.
He was big. Al McGuire was big.
Then you had the other coach. What was the coach that was at DePaul? What was his
because his son took over after he left.
DePaul had
Damn, because he the one that coached Mark McGuire and all them. Mark McGuire, Terry Cummings and them. Damn, man, what's his name?
Coach from.
He was big too.
Yeah.
He was. Damn, what's his name? Because if I can remember the son name, I can remember his.
Yeah.
Damn. So what was the question yesterday?
All right, let me see what the question was yesterday. The question yesterday was, you might get this too, Tom. The question yesterday was named the oldest coach to win an NCAA championship game.
Just the oldest to win a game?
Yeah, win the championship game.
An NCAA championship game.
The oldest to win a championship game.
And I could give you the year without giving you the coach.
Yeah, give me the year.
The year was in 2011.
2011. Was that Coach K?
Who?
Wasn't Coach K?
No.
2011. I don't even know if I won the championship in 2011. My man, no, that was after them. Because Mike Bibby, I'm about to say Lute Olson, but Mike Bibby and them, that was like 97 when they won.
Yeah.
Damn, hold up. 2011. Now that one got me stumped. That one got me stumped because I don't even.
All right, I'm gonna give you another clue. Did Ray Allen play for him?
Oh, Calhoun.
There you go.
Yeah, Calhoun. He was the oldest coach to win the title. Damn,
he was 68 years old.
Wow.
Calhoun, yeah.
Wow, Mike, you gotta do this, man. You gotta do this more often. I like this.
Yeah.
You gotta do this more often, man. I like this, man.
Yeah, because me and Clayton had fun with this yesterday.
Man, you gotta do this more often, man. I like these trivia questions, man. Because you know, when I would link up with my father and my uncles and them, I used to hit them with trivia questions. You know what I'm saying? Trivia questions because they said, "I'm gonna ask y'all one." The all-time leading rebounder, power forwards.
In what?
Power forward, rebounder. The all-time
NBA, college, what?
Oh, no. I'm sorry, NBA.
NBA all-time rebounder, a power forwards.
Yeah, but power forward.
Was it Terry Cummings?
Nope. Just think. I ain't talking about average. I'm talking about total.
Oh,
like
total rebound.
So it got to be somebody who played a long time then.
Right. At the power forward position.
What's the guy named Kevin Willis?
Nope.
Wasn't Kevin Willis?
At the power forward position?
Yep. Just
all-time leading rebounder.
Yeah, total rebounds, not like average and not average. Just
total rebounds. Power forward.
Yeah.
Dang.
It's easy once you think about it, though. You know what I mean? If you think about like long,
not Karl Malone.
That's it.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, because it got to be somebody who I was thinking somebody that played a long time.
Right. Karl Malone.
Karl Malone.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Look, this is what I got to know. Now, it's three that I know. Maybe somebody else got added to this list, but it's three that I know. Running backs, NFL, all time. They got at least 10,000 yards rushing, 5,000 yards receiving.
Marshall Faulk is one.
Sweetness.
No. Peyton ain't. He didn't catch a lot of passes. Right. Marshall Faulk.
Right.
I'm gonna say Franco Harris.
Nope, he ain't catch a lot.
Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, you gotta think of the running backs who caught the ball a lot.
Roger Craig.
Nope.
He didn't get enough rushing yards, did he?
Nope.
Marshall Faulk. Don't spill it yet.
I'm not.
Because I know he won.
It's one in here. Like I say, last time I looked at it was just three, and one of them was like crazy. One of them was like, wow, I wouldn't even thought it.
Lydell Mitchell.
It's two left.
Right. Marshall Faulk is one. I know he did. Let me try to think. Was it
Chuck Muncie? Chuck Muncie?
Nope. No. I'm gonna tell you who I just knew was on it, but wasn't. I thought Thurman Thomas was one of them.
He wasn't on it.
Yeah, he wasn't. I thought he was one. I'm gonna give y'all a hint.
Is Barry on it?
Nope, Barry ain't catch a lot.
Yeah, Barry.
Yeah,
Ghost. I said Peyton too.
Yeah.
Walter Payton ain't catching. I thought
O.J. Simpson.
Nope.
Gail Sayers.
Nope.
What about
Marcus Allen? Marcus Allen.
Yes,
right,
that's
so
true. That's
Marcus
on point,
Allen.
Ghost.
Yeah,
Marcus Allen. Yes.
That's
All
enough.
right.
Now,
Yes.
this one, the third one, I didn't know this. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't even think it. But he's more recent than old school. He's more recent than old school.
Caught a lot of passes though, right?
Yeah, for us, it's more recent than old school.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
a young dude might call him old school, but you know what I'm saying? For us, he's more recent.
Did he play for the Colts?
Bring it up. I'm gonna say bring it up like into the 90s. Bring it up like into
I meant for the Indianapolis Colts. That's what I was
talking about. I'm just talking about the player. He played like in the 90s. You know what I mean? Bring it up like his career like in the 90s to the early 2000s.
Is he a champion?
No.
What?
Okay. Marcus Allen, Marshall Faulk, and
I thought what's the name would be, but he not.
Who?
I thought LaDainian was one, but he not.
Yeah, LaDainian Thomas. No,
Yeah,
he
I
not.
thought he was,
Dang.
but he not.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hey, what about this Fournette?
No, but it's a name that you wouldn't think. You know what I'm saying? It's a name that you really wouldn't think. Let me know when y'all want me to chime in. Let me know when y'all want me to chime in.
No, not yet. Not yet. Hold up.
Ghost said he give up.
Ghost
give up. Yeah.
How about Alvin Kamara? Or Alvin?
Nah. I only think Alvin Kamara got 10,000 yards rushing now.
Yeah, he probably don't have the yards rushing. You're right. So who been have 10,000 yards rushing?
Just think of like a dude.
Priest Holmes.
Damn, that's my man. No, it ain't. I love Priest Holmes though. Yeah.
What about the guy that was with the Ravens? Lewis.
He ain't catching.
He ain't catching enough.
He ain't catching enough. But y'all in like the right era. Y'all in the right era though.
The dude from the Tennessee Titans. What's the
Eddie George?
Yeah. Nah, not Eddie.
No, he ain't catching enough either.
Yeah, he ain't catching enough.
Somebody used to go out and he ran routes like a wide receiver. The boy in Pittsburgh.
Le'Veon? You talking about Le'Veon? No. I like Le'Veon. You know, that's my guy. Yeah, that Le'Veon. Yeah. What they say?
He said, Tom said
Earl Campbell.
Oh, no, he ain't catching
No.
Hey, that's my all-time favorite running back right there, Earl Campbell.
I know, Mike. Yeah, I know you told me that before. Yeah,
Earl Campbell. Right there,
He's not a champion. He played in the era like with the LaDainian and them. Oh man, it's tough.
I know.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Tough.
It's tough. AFC or NFC?
NFC.
Okay, that helps.
NFC. Who had a strong running game back in the NFC?
That also caught the ball. But
Ezekiel Elliott?
Huh?
Ezekiel Elliott?
No, that's a good guess though, but no, it ain't Zeke. That's a good guess though.
This is a good guess right here too. Ricky Waters.
No.
I like Ricky Waters.
That's a good one too.
He's at Notre Dame. Yeah, I like Ricky Waters. He's at Notre Dame. Yeah, no.
That was a good one too.
Yeah, that was a good guess. Yeah, Ricky Waters. I would have thought he.
Ricky played at.
Hold up, my man in Philly, Brian.
Yeah.
What was the running back in Philly?
Yeah.
I know you.
Brian Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, damn, that's a good guess. No, yeah, that's a good ass guess. I didn't think about Brian Westbrook, and I only know his stats. But
his stats, yeah.
But
dang,
y'all close though. Y'all close. NFC running back, just like NFC running back. You know what I'm saying? Who's like a dual threat, but. Yeah, that's not Burry. That's not Eric Dickerson. That's not.
Yeah.
Not
was it Emmett? Was it Emmett?
He ain't catching up.
Man.
Yeah, not Emmett. Now, what's the name? I'm gonna give y'all. What division that Philly and the Cowboys play in?
NFC East.
All right.
He's with the Giants.
What's the running backs in the NFC East around that time?
Tiki Barber.
There it is.
Oh, okay.
Tiki Barber.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, all right.
Tiki Barber, yep.
Yeah.
And I saw that, I'm like, whoa. And I had my father and them stumped on it because they didn't get Tiki Barber. They didn't get Tiki. Got Marcus Allen quick. You know, because old school, they got Marcus Allen quick.
Yeah.
But they didn't get Tiki Barber, yep.
Retro, I just want to say I'm fixing those spellings. It's a few spelling errors because I was rushing through that memoir, but you'll get the point. Anyway, you have a good day too, sweetie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry, Chump. Yeah.
No, you good. But no, I just want to hit y'all with that, Mike. You got to come with these trivia questions, Mike. You got to come up with these now.
Yeah, that's good. That was good, though. That was good.
Yeah. You got to come up with these, man.
That's a good way to end the show, too.
Right.
No doubt. Yeah.
Another thing, I only come up with one or two. So I can go out there, you know what I mean, crack our brain open a little bit.
Yeah.
That's it, man. But I
she said, stop worrying. I'm not worrying. I'm just preparing you. Yeah. But I'm fixing it. It's gonna be a better version coming soon. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, I'm good.
No, it's all good, man. I appreciate everybody. Retro Time, Ghost, my man Kent Carlson. Man, everybody who was in the chat, man, they made this a fun show, man, for real.
Yeah, always, man.
No doubt. Yeah, you made it a fun show.
Yeah, when we get stumped and stuff like that, they'll hit on another subject or So that's good. That's real good.
Yeah. Are you working now every Saturday, Tom?
No, I just been going in to get some OT, but we about to start these new schedules, but I'm still off on the weekends, but we about to start the new schedules up, so I'm still off on the weekends. Yeah.
And if man watching us, man, it's an APP out on you.
Yeah.
And man wasn't here yesterday either.
No.
Last weekend.
And Jim in Minnesota, he went out there for the Fever Lynx game.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you watching, Jim, enjoy the game, bro.
Hey man, Jim should have tuned in to give us a play-by-play while he out there.
Yeah.
But the game, I think the game not until 3, right? What time do this?
Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah.
So anyway, it's been fun, fellas.
Yeah, man.
Always, man. We'll chop it up later.
Yeah. I'll see y'all in the group chat. If not, have a great week.
Indeed.
You know.
Indeed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
So what time said he had that in the chat? Oh, Tiki Barber for 10 minutes. He must have already. Yeah.
You gotta put that on mic time. That's all on mic.
Yeah. My fault time. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did put Tiki Barber in there.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. That's what's up.
Yeah, man. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate y'all.
All right, man. Yep. Peace out, fellas.
Peace. All right, fellas. Everybody, make sure to like and subscribe. Tune in. Don't forget to leave a comment, and we will check you all out next Saturday. Peace.